So this is just a demo class kind of thing, which I would like to introduce the C language. What are the steps you have to follow to master C language, and then how to use the C language for cracking the interviews kind of places. So there is a simple roadmap. It is not complex one. It's so simple. Just we have to change the perspective, the way we watch, the way we observe, the way we listen, and the way we use. If you change, or if you adjust yourself to little bit, then it will be possible. It will be very easy, in fact. And the generation, like what you say, AI generation, the AI based generations, you can do it much more effectively if you understand and if you actually adjust your thought process. Okay, I would like to tell you. So for example, there is an item called biryani. So programming is not about eating biryani. Programming is about making biryani. Is also wrong. Many people think that programming is like eating biryani. How to eat biryani? We'll go to a biryani center and we will order, we will take. No, no, that is not programming. Making biryani is also not programming. Many people go to this level also. They feel like making biryani is programming. Even you have to come out of that. Teaching somebody else to make the biryani is called programming. So I am not directly doing it. I am making your name Santosh to make biryani is actually called programming. So you have to think in this direction. So we are saying that, my dear computer, implement this. You are not implementing it. So to make the computer to implement or to perform something, you have to give some instructions. So do you know how to cook biryani? Thank God. Okay. If you say yes, then it will be too good. But do you know how to plant a tree? I'll give you my daughter for planting the tree. You have to make her to plant the tree. Then what kind of instructions you will give to her? Very good. Very good. Okay. So you gave very right answers. Take a seed from the fruit. Beautiful. Plant it in the soil. This is not complete. So take a dig out of it. Along with that, take some apparatus. That means some equipment. Do you need it or not? To dig the hole or pit, whatever you see. Then put the exactly, and cover some more soil, and then add what. So these are all should be expressed to another person. So that is what actually called programming. You are teaching, you are telling the computer, you are instructing the computer to do that. So if you get this vision, you will write any program. So first come to this vision. Okay, so this is one aspect. I want to keep it aside. So now language is having lot of small things. For example, if you go to Telugu, we have first, they will tell you or they will teach you small words. What are they? Amma words. I think we'll start with directly. Okay, we'll start with They are called Varnamala, or they are called alphabets. After that, we will teach them the words, small words. Then we will make them to read sentences, construct the sentences. Then we will ask them for converting the grammar. These all things we will be making, right? After that, we will ask them to write poems. We'll ask them to research different books and apply. That means use different words in different time zone or timestamp and comparison. These all things will happen. That is the last stage. First stage is yes. So first we have to do that. And to write your Varnamala or to understand your, to practice your A, B, C, you need a slate. And here to write the code, we need a slate. And I call that slate as IDE or editor, program editor, IDE. So that IDE is the development environment. Okay. So first of all, should you purchase the slate or not? Of course, computer is okay. But even in the computer, you need the slate. That slate is nothing but Visual Studio Code. Da-da-da. So this is the slate. What we are doing here, we are writing the code. So let me, but this is very good slate. That means you can create any number of what you say, subslates. Okay. So here I will create a folder for C language. I have already a folder for C language. Let me use that folder. If you don't know even to do this, please let me know. We will help you. Okay. I have created a folder and I have opened the folder and I already have some files. So here is my program. That program is nothing but some instructions. Take the seed, dig the pit, and put the seed, cover the soil, pour the water. Whatever, those are all called instructions. The same way, I have instructed some instructions here, and we call it as a program. Okay, right. So now, computer don't understand C language. For example, you are Telugu, right? My daughter is Bengali. I am Marathi. No, I'm just kidding. Okay, imagine my daughter is Bengali and you are instructing her in Telugu. How she can understand? You can't do that, right? So there should be somebody who knows Telugu as well as Marathi. And we bring that fellow in between. Tritiman sir will come in between. He will take your Telugu language and he will convert the Telugu language into Marathi. My daughter is Bengali. So Dhritiman sir will convert your Telugu into Bengali. Right? And what is this process called? Translation. In computer science, that is called as compilation. When we go in depth, we have different names also. Don't worry about it. First of all, we have to start somewhere, right? In the beginning, we should not worry about too many things. Okay. Just yesterday, I have seen some movie called 35 Chinna Katha Kaadu. I don't know, movie or series, but there are certain glimpses. In that, he's always having some doubts in maths, like how 0 doesn't have any value. When there is no value, why you are keeping in the maths? Just beside the 0, if somebody says, somebody keep 9, how this 0 can become 90? When there is no value for 0, then what is the value of -1? These kind of questions were there for that fellow, right? So worry not about all those things. Let us first start it. For example, I'll tell you. In the very beginning of our life or counting, we started with 1. We never started counting with 0. But there was a situation where you had to express express something which doesn't have a value, that is 0. So everyone believed that we can start the numbers with 0 to infinity. That means everything is possible in between it. But slowly we realized that temperature is 0. But no one imagined that there is a temperature possible negatives also. No? So they already set this 0 temperature is how many 0 degrees centigrade means how many degrees Fahrenheit? 32 degrees Fahrenheit is 0 degrees centigrade. But if something is less than 32 degrees Fahrenheit, how do you represent in centigrades? So you need a better mechanism, right? So that better mechanism is minus. So worry not about all the small things. Just take some things as considered and we have to move on. So in the journey, you will understand some keywords later. Okay. So here I just said normal language, one language to another language is called as translation. But in computer science, we write the language in C language, but computer needs in zeros and ones. Yes or no? In binary format. So there should be somebody to convert the C language to binary language. Again, I forgot your name. Santosh. Why you are not happy with your name? Then what is your name? Ah, say proud. Santosh. I like that name. Santosh. So Santosh have a doubt. The doubt is when computer don't understand the language C, then what language computer will understand? Computer will understand only zeros and ones. Even if you are watching Deepika Padukone image on the screen, actual Deepika is not there in the screen. Only zeros and ones of Deepika Padukone are there. You got it? Even if you are listening to Deepika Padukone song, I mean, watching Deepika Padukone song, that doesn't mean Deepika is dancing there. Only ones and zeros are dancing actually. Even Shreya Ghoshal's song is coming out of the computer, but still only ones and zeros are playing there. So whatever you are watching, everything is there in the computer as zeros and ones. Nothing else computer will understand. Okay? Even a fat person like me or a thin person like you, everybody will be in the zeros and ones. So whatever the language we write, that language cannot be understood by computer directly. So what we should do, we have to convert this into machine understandable language. For that conversion, we need something called compiler. And that process of conversion is called as compilation. So we need a compiler for what? Yeah, compilation. Exactly. So some IDEs comes along with the compiler. But this Visual Studio Code, this particular Visual Studio Code, don't know how to, what is the C compiler and all. So you need to install GCC. So I will make a separate video to install GCC. Already my computer is having GCC, and first I will start it. GCC is a compiler, C compiler. So where you can get it? GCC C compiler, compiler for C. GNU C compiler. So you can download and you can install it. I will give you a proper way. I will find out another MacBook and another Windows. I will make the videos for installation of the GCC and set up things with the VS Code, and you can follow it. As I understood, you already set up that by your own. That's good. But you need this. If somebody don't know, they will take the help from it. So now, why we are writing in the C language? Because you can't directly write that ones and zeros directly. So we should have some language which is similar to our regular English. And such kind of languages, we call it as high level language. In India, we obviously say that, right? Those people who speak good English are high people, high level people. Huh? And so this C language is the most, I mean, this is of its kind, first of its kind, which was very similar to regular English. It is very similar to regular English. Maybe you still feel like it is not that regular or that simple to identify, but yes, it is. So to write the program as usual, to do any work, we do some beginning and ending, right? We had to tell the compiler that this is the start of the program and this is the end of the program. So in this program, you have to start executing the code from here. So that entry point is called main. So any programming language, in the future, your program will be almost 4,000 lines of code. 4,000 lines of code. In that 4,000 lines of code, there will be so many blocks of codes. So first C will search for what? A keyword called main. Even in Java, we have that keyword called main. Okay, in programming languages, compiler will first start the coding from, first start the entry point as main. So that is the place. Okay, so this main, we should have an int, and you have to write it like this. So I'll first remove all these things. But okay, let me write down int main and open bracket, close bracket. Don't worry about what is this. Basically, this is called function. This is main function. What is function? You will understand little later. So this is the starting point and this is the ending point. Maybe in your question paper, you'll find out the starting with your college name or university name, and last flow, in the last you will find out the end, something like that, right? Do you need to write it the end? You need to write, because otherwise, suppose there is a question paper, imagine there is no end, or at least there is a symbol of to star, something like that. It is something like, if it is not there, you should be feeling like there is another paper, maybe missing. So the end should be there. So what is the boundary of the program is decided by these two brackets. And these brackets are called as braces. These two brackets are called braces. In between these two braces, we will write the code. Okay. So everybody starts coding with one line, printing hello world in the output. So let us sincerely do that. Why we should do some other different circus? Let us sincerely do something like here, print. So what I am trying to ask you, I am instructing my computer program to print. So for that, there is a function provided called printf. That is called print function. In the print function, whatever you want to print, you have to put that in the brackets, in the double quotes. Hello world. So after every sentence, as you have dot, after completion of the sentence, generally in English we will have dot. In C language, we have semicolon. You have to give it after completion of the line. So this is one instruction. This is just one instruction. So now I instructed, I wrote the instruction in a program called first.c. So whatever the code you are having, that should be written in a file called first.c. I will write another program so that you will understand. First, we are trying to understand what exactly happens. So now once you complete it, you have to save the program and you have to open the terminal. Go to view section and open the terminal. I'll clear it. Maybe you will get this kind of terminal. In that, already, as I have installed already GCC, I'll type GCC space, the name of the program. The name of the program is first.c. And then -o. So after compilation, you need the output. That output, there will be an output file. That output file is, you have to give. That is something like PQR, enter. So first of all, you got an error. Okay, I'll explain that command also. First, you got the error. Never ever hesitate to read the errors. More than Praveen Gubbala, more than Edupoly, more than anybody in the world, errors will teach you better C language. You have to do that. So here, first.c, we have an error, call to undeclared library function printf. No, see this. No, why you are remembering Meister Santosh? Simple. Call to undeclared library function. So it is saying that it is undeclared. With the type intend const character, something has been given. Maybe that is in Greek. We may not understand that. Leave it. After that, ISO C99 and later do not support implicit function declaration. Printf hello world is the location of the error where you got. And after that, first.c, line number 4, position number 5, we got the error. Note, include the header stdio.h or explicitly provide a declaration for printf. Because printf is the function which is defined in the stdio.h. That is why it is asking us to include the header. So this header I have to include hash include, that is the syntax for it, Angular bracket studio dot, okay, stdio, not stdio dot h. So now again save this program and recompile it. Now I did not get any error, and it created a new file called pqr. So please execute that pqr by using a syntax like this, /pqr. Congratulations, you got completed your first program called Hello World. Hello World. So this is how you have to write the code. Okay. So this is a fundamental code. In some compilers, you can avoid int with void. Compile it again. No. If error comes, that's fine. If error comes, that's fine. But in some compilers, void is allowed. There is a compiler called TurboC. TurboC can do anything. In TurboC, you need not to write this int or anything. But here the main, by default, it is returning integer. So you can't use void. So here you have to use int only. Unfortunately, it is not returning anything, return 1 or 0. Of course, after the statement, make use of semicolon. Now there is no error actually, but your GCC compiler will be okay even if you don't return an integer. But you have to give integer here. No other way. You have to give integer. Yes, definitely there is little complexity involved in writing our first program. Accepted. And most of the people say that is why C is very tough. Python is easy. Python is easy only for printf. Remaining all things are nonsense. Python is easy only to print hello world. After hello world, Python is guitar. It's not that plain. But what do you say, sir? For hello world, yes. Python is the best. Directly printf hello world, it will work. But after that, whatever work you do, it is not that easy. Especially some people are trying to do data structures in Python, but they are having tough time. The syntax is not that easy to actually work with the data structure. C is the best syntax for implementing data structures. Anyways, that is not our agenda today. Just I told you how do you write it. Imagine you don't have C compiler. Then go to your Google and type C compiler. You will have program is this is okay. I am not a supporter for it or I am not against to it. Here you can have directly the program and run it, and I got the output. So instead of type this one, go with hello Edupoly. The output is hello Edupoly. If you don't have that environment, What happens if I remove the return statement? There is no issue. What happens if I remove the int? Error. So return type defaults to integer. So instead of integer, I will make void. So here it is accepting the void. So you can make use of this way. Is it okay if I don't include the stdio.h? Same error you get it here. So include stdio.h and run the program. So if you don't have the compiler in your computer and you don't know how to do all those things, then make use of this. It is a simple place to write the code. If you go to the Python, of course, Python is not our agenda today. Yes, it is simple. I'm not saying it is not simple, but later it will give you the trouble. In Bhasha, there is a dialogue, right? చెడ్డవాడు ముందు సుఖపడొచ్చు కానీ తర్వాత కష్టపడు. This is also the same thing. Python is simple for hello world. But when we write big applications, Python will give you the hell. Okay. But still, Python is a good language for AI, ML, as well as your, AI, ML, even analytics, automation, web applications, backend applications. For all those things, Python is good. But core applications like operating systems, drivers, embedded programs, automation with the cars kind of thing, for all of that, C is the best. C and C++. Everyone is having its own importance. In the world, only Deepika is not going to rule the world. Alia Bhatt ka importance Alia Bhatt is having. Deepika Padukone importance is Deepika Padukone. Okay, fine. Chalo. So my point is, we are in C programming. We are working on it. Is that clear? But we are not going to use this online programming, friends. We'll be using our VS Code. Right now, slowly we will understand what is what. Here, whatever the code we have written in first.c. What is that first.c? It is the file name. In that file name, actually, first is the file name. .c is called extension. What is that? .c is called extension. So if you write a HTML program, we will have an extension called .html. When we write Java program, we will have .java. When we have PHP programs, PHP is the extension. The same way, when we write C++ programs, we'll have .cpp. In C language, what is the extension? .c. So whatever the code you write in a file, that should be saved as some file name .c. Then let us go for compilation. In the compilation, I wrote it like this, right? GCC. That GCC is the command which will execute a compiler, which will call the compiler. Array compiler itra, compiler fellow, come here. Take the first.c program. So this is the program name. I wrote the first.c program. Take the program and give me the output, not output, give me the executable file as an output with PQR. This PQR is not the output of the program execution. It is the converted program. Hello. It is the converted program. Converted means, can I show you what is PQR? this file is not displayed in the text editor because it is either binary or uses an unsupported text coding editor. This is already in the binary. So that converted binary code is given, and for that we have to give a name, right? And I named that converted code with the file name as PQ. If you don't like it, please use first only. It created first. So now what I should do? This created just an output file. I have to execute it. So ./first gives you hello world. What is I am doing here? I am executing the output file, so that output file got executed and it printed hello. So in this, the first line is for including the libraries, because printf is not directly available. So that definition of printf is in this library. So we have to include this library for printf, scanf. There are some other things which we want. And main is the starting part of the program. And printf is a function which will help us to take the string and print the given string in the output. So who is printing this hello world here? Printf. So if you want to print hello Santosh, so then what I do? Hello Santosh. Save. Compile it again. Hello, compile it again. Because only then the new compiled program will come, right? And then execute it again. We got hello Santosh. So in the printf, we can have special characters also. I'll give you only one special character. That special character is /n. So what will happen is after hello, a new line will come, and in the new line, the Santosh will be printed. How it would be? So did I made the changes in my program? So again, we have to compile the program. Again, we have to execute the program. So now what happened? Hello and Santosh. How is it? Nice, huh? Very good. There is another special character called %T. So save it, recompile it, re-execute it. So you will get the tab space. You will get the tab space. So like this, you can create as many as things. Along with the hello Santosh, would you like to say hello to me? I said hello Santosh. Then you will hello Praveen. How do you do that? We will write down another file called printf hello/n Praveen and close the. So whatever you are writing the text, that should be in the double quotes. Don't forget it. So save it, recompile it, and execute it. So now I got hello Santosh, hello and Praveen. But I want the after Santosh, whatever the hello is there, I want it in the next line, no? Where I should keep the slash n? So this after the Santosh, Directly this hello is coming here. So after Santosh, I need a new line, right? So after Santosh, apply slash. Hello Santosh as well as hello Prav. So today I don't want to give you too many things. Simple what we have done today, how to understand the code, where to write the code, and how to see the output, and how to use the VS Code, and what is the language C. I'm not going for any history of the C right now. I right now it's too much. I just made what is the purpose of input statement. Tomorrow we will see what is the output statement and vice versa. You got the point? So let us conclude it for today. So please start practicing it and try this. And parallelly, I will give you another in the next video. I'm going to give you the installation of GCC compiler and execution of the first program in C language as well as the Windows. I will do it in the next video. I'll give you that. Okay, that's it.